Alright guys, welcome back to another video of Crown Garage. It's Memphis. Today we're going to be messing with the LTZ-400. I spoke a little bit about the bogging situation I have with the carburetor since I've jetted it, since Kyle and I jetted it. I watched a video online and the slide for the carburetor, I drilled these two holes here to a 5/32, because that's what the video, showed me to do. So that's what I did. And what that does is it makes the slide come up faster inside the carburetor, which then puts a bunch of fuel through your carburetor and floods it and gives it a bunch of backfires. So it's almost like a two-stroke, how it kind of like bogs and stuff when you're not high in the RPMs for them. So I didn't have to, but I wanted to make sure it was right. I got a OEM one off of eBay. So there went $60 for this little guy. So let's go ahead and throw that in there and put the 150 jet back in the carburetor. So I'm just gonna do a time lapse because you guys have already saw this before, but let's get to it.
Okay guys, so this is the shirt design I came out with for our 500 subscriber 2025 goal. If you're interested in this shirt, go to KB's Performance on Facebook and message me and we'll figure something out.
Alright guys, got the fuel tank off, disconnected the carburetor. Here we are again. I think this is probably my 18th time taking apart this carburetor. But it is what it is. Currently we're leaking fuel from somewhere. Never had that before. But the bowl's getting drained anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And I'm sure this fuel, Jesus Christ. Just dry my plastics real quick because everything's cold. There we go. Not lose our screw. I'm doing the bowl work first because I figured get the annoying stuff out of the way. There's hex head on the bowl, and they're an H3 for the bowl bolts. Go ahead and get those out. See how our gasket job did, because I did change the bowl gasket. Really should have drained the bowl first, but it doesn't matter. Maybe I should have taken the plastics off, but oh well, we'll make it work. I've done it before. Alright, well, oh, that's why. Alright. All of the fuel has been relocated to right here. Nice. Nice. Heard about that. Got a relocation kit for that, but Didn't think it was for me. Ugh. If it doesn't run absolutely freaking minty perfect, when I tear it apart next time, the plastics are coming off. All of them. Maybe not the rears, but definitely the fronts. Not a bunch of gunk in there or nothing. So. All right, so we got the 150 jet because I have the needle from when I got that newer kit. I think we're just gonna try that and hope, pray that it works. And of course I'll reset the air fuel mixture after this as well, even though I've done it 18 billion times. There we go. Alright, now that our 150 jet is in there, our flathead is too big. So let's grab a smaller flathead. There it goes. We'll cut this until I get, there it is. Okay. Crank her all the way in until she seats. Boom, she's seated. Okay. Dynojet says to go 3.5 turns out. I'm only doing 3. Because with 3.5 and the 150 is when it started doing the bogging shit. So we're gonna try to prevent that. So right here. Two, okay. Let's get this bowl back on here. All right, guys, I got the bowl back on and carburetor fully reassembled, other than the vacuum part with the slide. This is where all that happens. This is your vacuum pod. It's just 2 Phillips that hold that thing together, and then it comes out. I'll go ahead and take that off and show you guys what exactly I'm talking about when I mean the holes are bigger and whatnot. So, all right, guys, got the old slide out. So these are the holes I'm talking about. You can see just how freaking massive these are. Let me grab the new one and I'll show you the comparison real quick. So, big difference, big difference. Very important if you guys actually end up doing the Dynojet kit. There is a little guy right here that holds a spring inside of here for the needle. The kit does come with another spring, so if you do end up losing it, you can just replace it with the one that comes in that kit. But if you don't have to use it, then you know, that's awesome. This spring just sits right in here over top of all of it, and then your vacuum lid here sits on top of that. So we're gonna go ahead and take the internals out and then put them into this and put this back in the carburetor, because these holes here are freaking huge. So, and you can see that they're covered in fuel. All right, let's go ahead and do that. All right, and real quick, this is what I'm talking about here. You gotta take some pliers, go down in here, grab this guy, and he just gets pulled right out. But be very careful not to just rip it out. Kind of just snug like that. A little pop, and then you can pull it right on out, and you can see that little spring. When I first did this, I lost this spring. So very important you don't lose the springs or any of the spacers and stuff inside the slide that you've put in. All right guys, went ahead and got the carburetor slide changed out. Got the carburetor vacuum lid back on. Gonna go ahead and put the boots back on the carburetor, put the gas tank back on, put my seat on, start it, and see how it runs. If it has a problem from here, I think I'll probably just get a hold of Dynojet and see what we can figure out. And if that's the case, I'll be filming all of that. That way, so in case any of you guys have the same problem, which hopefully you don't. All right guys, so I got everything back together. I dumped out all the old fuel that was in the tank. Went ahead and filled it back up, so now I have another empty gas can. I'm gonna have to go back to the store, get some more gas. Let's try this thing out. right, guys. I would say the LTZ is running better for sure. Although we didn't really do too much testing, I did let it get up to temp. Did some pretty gnarly wheelies, did a little reenactment of what happened on the pavement over there, except now I dug into my front yard. Yeah, I would say it runs really good. Hope this video helped you guys, and hopefully in the future it continues to run well. So thanks for watching. We'll see you guys later.